Hello, everybody. This is Michael Amott from Arch Enemy, and you are watching Get in the Pit TV.
Black Crusade, Giant Tour, and Ozfest. Which was your favorite?
Favorite out of those tours? On a personal level, is probably Gigantor in America, because we were on tour with Megadeth, and they were a band that I grew up listening to a lot, and got to know those guys. And Dave Mustaine was very cool and hanging out. And it was kind of an honor for me to watch Dave Mustaine play guitar every night, because he's one of the reasons why I really started playing thrash and wanted to play fast and this kind of stuff. So yeah, it was just a lot of fun. It's kind of privileged. We've been very lucky. We've toured with Iron Maiden. We've toured with Slayer. We've toured with Megadeth and stuff like that. So we've been pretty lucky. I'd love to tour Judas Priest, though. Complete the circle. As far as our influences go, I mean, yeah, we've been pretty lucky with stuff like that. But out of those three tours that you mentioned, I think Gigantor was just from it was very gratifying from a musical perspective, because I enjoyed watching Megadeth.
Have you ever been touring with a band that you didn't like?
Oh yeah. I'm not going to name any names, though. I think that happens from time to time, but overall, I'd say surprisingly, it's been very positive over the years. Like the big band, the really big bands, the established bands that have had a long career and that are usually very, very nice, very relaxed. And then it's usually the bands that are kind of not so big, but they think they're big. They're usually the ones that are hard work, maybe. But for us, I mean, I really just go in and do the show, and I'm very focused on the performance that I'm there to do. I don't really hang out that much, so I'm not like in everybody's face hanging out. I don't really socialize like a lot with other bands anyway. So if we're on a big tour or something, so I like to keep to myself and just focus on staying, focus on my health and staying healthy, because we do, like last year we did 4 months straight touring without going home, and I want to stay fit and healthy and be able to perform 100% to my, as good as I'm capable of every night for the fans. So I try to focus on that really, and also it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I hear stories from the crew sometimes like, oh, that band is really fucking this up, and because of their crew is difficult, whatever. But it's all political stuff sometimes that happens on tour. But I'm not really too involved in that. I just try to enjoy the fact that just being on the road and playing for the fans. There's always it's too much politics sometimes, and fighting in stuff like that on tour. But I don't think that's kind of rare, actually. I think usually it's kind of, you start up a new tour, and then if it's a few bands and you don't know each other previously, there's some kind of fine-tuning to do the first few days, first week or whatever, and then usually you get into a groove and you kind of go with it. It usually works out pretty good.
Many people say that Angela sounds like a man. Does she take it as a compliment?
Well, I mean, she's kind of groundbreaking in the way that she's been able to sing like that. Because obviously female vocal cords are different than men's. So yeah, she grew up being a fan of bands that had male singers like Morbid Angel and Death and stuff like that, and kind of just went for it, tried to do it herself, and actually over the years she's managed to develop her own style, I think. So I guess, yeah, I mean, it's not very ladylike, I guess. It's not very female. It's not like yeah, I mean, she's not really into wearing a long white dress and have a fan blowing in her hair and stuff. She wants to just rock out. She's a fan of extreme metal, so yeah. She is through and through metal. She's the person in the band that listens to the most extreme stuff.
Yeah,
and she's just really into that's what she likes out of the music, is the energy and the brutality and the speed and aggression. That's her release, she really likes that. And yeah, I mean, it's just music, it just comes out like this.
Does she have any groupies hanging around her?
I mean, she has a lot of stalker fans, so Yeah, it can get a bit scary at times, but you know, she handles it pretty well.
You play also in Carcass and in Spiritual Beggars. How do you organize rehearsals with those bands?
We all rehearse at the same place. I have a place where we all rehearse, so it's kind of Arch Enemy's base. And you know, whenever I need to rehearse with something else, like we just did a week of rehearsals with Carcass, and we did that at the Arch Enemy place, and so yeah, it works out. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty busy, but you know, I like to be busy. When I'm not busy, when I have nothing to do, I kind of get a bit nervous from that. You know, I prefer to wake up in the morning, drink my coffee, and you know, get on the email and then go and practice guitar, write some stuff, or go and rehearse or whatever. So I like to stay busy. It's what I do, you know. It's kind of, you know, I just like to play every day. So people think I'm being very productive. Oh, my God, you work so much. But it's just what I wake up in the morning. I want to play guitar. I want to do stuff with the bands and the music and stuff. So for me, it's quite natural. I don't like to just take time off and not do music. You know, I love music. I live music every day. So yeah.
Can you give us a foretaste what we can expect from the Carcass reunion shows?
Well, it's 4 guys. It's going to be pretty straight up. We basically just did a week of rehearsal, and it's going to be songs from all the 5 albums that were made by the band at the time. You know, when the band was around. And the reunion thing for me is personally is a lot of fun because it's reconnecting with them. You know, Bill Steer and Jeff Walker from England. And, you know, I was very young when I joined them. The first time around I played with them, that was kind of my first experience in being in a sort of a more professional band, I guess you could call it, where we'd go on tour and stuff, make records, go into a proper studio, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's just fun to play with them again, you know. A lot of memories, a lot of good memories. And you know, I forgot about all the bad stuff, so I only remember the good stuff now. It's time to create new bad memories. No, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go out and hit the festivals, you know, in Europe. And we'll be at the Tuska Festival in Finland.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that very much, yeah.
Me too.
I always knew that we played in Stockholm, and there was a lot of Finnish, and this is going way back when the band was first around in the early 90s, and I remember there being a lot of Finnish fans there. And I'm aware of that. Carcass had a lot of Finnish fans back in the day, so we never actually made it up here, I believe. The band Carcass never played in Finland before, so that would be fun. In fact, it's going to be a historical event.
Yeah, nice. Okay, you did a Carcass cover for the Dead I See No Future EP. Whose idea was it?
It was Angela's idea, and the other guys liked that idea and kind of pushed me into it. I wasn't really, because I already recorded it once, I wasn't like, well, that exciting for me, but they really wanted to do it, and yeah, we did it. And we've never played it live or something like that, but that was really done at a time when I never thought there would be a Carcass reunion, you know, because that wasn't in anybody's mind at that point. So now it's kind of, you know, now the reunion is going on, so there's no point of doing anything, playing a Carcass song with Arch Enemy. Seems kind of stupid now, but yeah, at the time there was no plans for a reunion or something like that.
Do you spend a lot of time considering the title for your albums?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because it's like band names and everything, you know, all the good stuff, all the good names and titles are running out pretty fast, you know. That's why band names now are like full sentences, right? You know, She Fell Down on an Autumn Leaf, or that's like a band name now, right? But before you could just call your band like one word, you know, copyright that. It's getting increasingly difficult. Yeah, as far as album titles go, yeah, of course, you put a lot of, you want it to be powerful, simple,
yeah,
and something that you can kind of fits the mood of the music that you've been creating. Yeah.
Okay, that was the last one. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Take care.